This nibble originally aired on RSBANDB Update 752, The Cadence of RuneScape's Future. Enjoy. What are the steps that your team and in general the RuneScape team is taking to prevent a drought of content in the future from happening again? I noticed you mentioned that it'll come online starting in late January, early February, but what are those steps?
Well, so many. Basically,
well, let's just take a brief summary from 30,000 feet.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I'll try to be brief. I never am. So first of all, we've got 3 seats. These seats are just a single developer, and each of those seats have a single focus. One is Epic Jam, one is Quests, one is Remasters. They're looking to produce something basically every other month, each of those seats. So they're just kind of like leapfrogging each other and constantly producing things. And we're going to get out of their way process-wise. And we're going to greenlight like 5 of them in a row. So basically, they just get down to what they're good at and get good at making those things, maybe create tools for them. Another one is creating contingency updates, which means working with an outsourced team to do a lot of graphics-heavy updates and just spend money on populating things for the backlog so that if we get to a point where we have to cancel something, we can slot something else in. So that's things like the pets, like clue scroll rules, that kind of thing. But so we're working on those. And, basically looking at our processes just to make things faster.
All right. Do the seats have an end date? Are they going to continue to work throughout all of 2020, or is this maybe something we only see going for half of 2020?
So the seats, probably a couple of them are starting mid-December. There's a point in about July of next year where we're going to take stock. So we'll do updates up until July. Then we'll look at how this is all working, whether the team likes it, whether the players like it, whether it works for the business, all of those things. Because that's the point where we'll probably finish Elder God Wars Dungeon as well, and where we'll probably also have finished City of Sentistan as well, a couple of our big updates. And so it's a really good moment to just decide, like, do we want to keep doing this?
Right, and that's where the roadmap presented at RuneFest did end.
It conveniently about the same spot, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we have got ideas for beyond that. You could probably anticipate there are things like, hey, there's a 20th anniversary coming up. So we have got some kind of bigger plans for stuff like that.
All right. And in particular, game jams, I know everybody loves seeing these. Are we going to see more of those in 2020? And what's their envisioned role?
Yeah, we've currently planning for a couple next year. What I'd really love is you could probably see how the engine will work in that an Epic Jam will happen. And then the Epic Jam seat is just waiting there hungrily, looking at all the updates that could be there. We'll kind of prioritize them according to player sentiment and, how long they're going to take and that kind of thing. And then that Epic Jam seat is just going to chew through them until we get another Epic Jam that will top them up again.
All right.
And so hopefully that we'll always have the cream of the Epic Jam. I think there are a few things I'd like to change from it. I'd like there to be more player input.
Yeah.
To what the team works on. I think we can have better criteria.
I know for the last one, I found it really hard for me, speaking from the podcast point of view, to curate just who was involved and what they were working on that. Yeah. Sentiment-wise, though, from us, we really like the skilling off hats.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Can't wait.
Oh, that is good. That is good because you're not PVMers, are you? Because I know PVM work well as well. All right. That's good. That's good to hear.
And Elemental Workshop Part 5, of course, too.
Oh, I mean, of course. Killing me, man. Killing me.
I think one of the things we learned from the previous Game Jam was just how intensive it was to be on Discord all the time. So I think that's what you've highlighted. It was hard to see what was happening. It was hard to see who was working on what. So I don't know. We need to find a nice medium point of how we can get people involved.
Yeah, I don't have any ideas on that in particular right now.
Well, I liked what was done with, was it on the first Game Jam where a lot of that was live streamed? You could see everyone working and there's a chat you can interact with. That was good. I like that.
Okay. Oh, that's good to hear. Yeah, it was almost quite a spur of the moment Epic Jam. It was almost a bit of a reaction to TAP in that we wanted to get that spirit back for our team. But then it went so well that we started folding it into our strategies and how we're going to deal with next year. So it was a bit more ad hoc than previous jams.
You can watch full episodes of RSBANDB Update right here on this YouTube channel. You can also listen to audio versions of RSBANDB Update at update.rsbnb.com, and feel free to subscribe to our show and any number of podcast listeners out there at update.rsbnb.com/subscribe.